Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the previous class, we discussed about different risk sources. We discussed about interest rate risk. We discussed about market risk, inflation risk, business risk. Then after that, we discussed about financial risk, liquidity risk, and then we discussed about exchange rate risk. We discussed that exchange rate risk is a type of risk that international investors, they are facing this type of risk. All investors who invest internationally also face the uncertainty in returns after they convert the foreign gains back to their own currency. Suppose you are living in Afghanistan. Today, exchange rate is $1 is equal to 76. You took money from Afghanistan, converted to dollars. You invested this money in USA. Suppose you invested $100,000 in USA. After 1 year, what happened? You earned $10,000 after 1 year. But 1 year is a big time. After 1 year, when you convert your money, your profit, you send this profit back to Afghanistan. And at that time, $1 is equal to 70, suppose. So previously 10,000 multiplied by 76. So your profit, it was this much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7,60,000 Afghans. But if there is change in the exchange rate, your profit will become 10,000 multiplied by 70. So it will become 700,000. So see the difference. 60,000 is your loss if there is change in the exchange rate. Similarly, if exchange rate goes up from 76, it goes up to 80. $1 is equal to 80 Afghani. So when you convert this money, 10,000 multiplied by 80, you will get 8 lakh Afghanis. So see, you will be in profits. But we don't know. Today it is 76. So what will be the exchange rate after 1 year? It will be 70. It will be 80. If it is 70, I will be losing money. But if it is 80, I will earn money in exchange rate. But the future is uncertain. Nobody knows that what will be the exchange rate after 1 year. It will be 70 or it will be 80. Today it is 76, but about the future, I don't know. Maybe it will go to 70, maybe it will go up to 80. So this risk, this is called exchange rate risk, that there is a change in the exchange rate in the future. The next type of risk, this is called country risk. It is also called political risk. Country risk, also referred to as political risk, is an important risk for investors today. And this is because of political and economical instability. There is political instability or there is economic instability. You invested money in a foreign country and you don't know about the future, that what will be the economic position, what will be the political situation. So maybe if there is change in the, you can say if there is economy goes down, so there is a huge risk associated. If economy goes down, your profits will also come down. If there is political instability, one government is coming, the other government is going, so it will also affect the investors. So country risk is associated with political and economic instability, wars in these countries, different countries in which you are investing your money. So that is basically political instability. One government, the government is not stable, which affects the businesses. So we call it country risk. Then there are two types of risk. Previously we discussed sources of risk. Now we are going to discuss types of risk. There are two types of risk. One is called systematic risk. One is called unsystematic risk. There are some risks which are controllable. You can control these risks, but there are some risks which are uncontrollable. So uncontrollable factors, we call it systematic risk. And controllable factors, we call it unsystematic risk. There are some factors which are affecting all the companies in the market, whether it is directly or indirectly. We call it systematic or uncontrollable factors. And there are some factors which are affecting a specific industry. We call it a specific company. We call it unsystematic factors. Now, what is systematic risk? Systematic risk is due to risk factors that affect the entire market. These are the factors which are affecting the entire market. Not one company, not two companies. It is affecting the whole market, all the industries in the market, all the companies in the market. Such as interest rates. If there is a change in interest rate, it will affect all the companies. If there is change in taxation, so it will affect all the company. There is increase in taxes from the government side, so it will affect all the companies. Global security threats. Security problems. So security problems, it will affect all the companies, not a single company. So we call it systematic risk. The variability, this is another definition. The variability of return on stocks or portfolio associated with changes in return on the market as a whole. There is variability of return. You purchase stocks or you invested your money in a portfolio, and there is change, there is variability in return of these stocks or portfolio associated with changes in return on the market as a whole, and this is because of the whole market. This is easy, so I think it is good. So systematic risk is a risk which is affecting all the markets, and the other thing is that it is uncontrollable. Interest rates, increase in interest rates from government side, you can't control this thing. Changes in taxation, so if there are changes in taxes from government side, so you can't avoid this risk. Global security threats, if there are security problems, so a single company can't avoid this risk. The second is unsystematic risk, is due to factors specific to an industry or a company. These are those factors which are affecting one specific industry or a company, a single company, like strikes by employees. The employees of a company, and there is strikes from these employees, so the management can handle these strikes. So it is controllable. Research and development. If in an industry, research and development, customers, they want innovation. So for innovation, you need research and development. You can control this thing. Research and development. It is a department inside a company. You can take the example of Nokia. Nokia was out of the competition because they didn't focus on their research and development. So they can control if they work on research and development. Pricing. So prices are something that is in the control of a company. Marketing strategy of a company. So marketing strategy, you can control it. Your marketing strategy is not good, your profits are going down, so make a good marketing strategy. The variability of return, this second definition. The variability of return on stocks or portfolio not explained by general market movements. It is not because of the market. The variability, the return on a single stock or the return on portfolio, and it is not because of the overall market, just like these factors. It is avoidable through diversification. What is diversification? In the next slide, we will discuss this. So you can avoid this risk, because if the employees, they are on strike, you can control this. The management can handle this thing. Research and development, management can handle this thing. Prices, pricing policies, management can handle. Marketing strategy, management can handle. So total risk of a company, it is equal to systematic risk plus unsystematic risk. So total risk, it is the sum of systematic and unsystematic risk. So simply, two types of risk. One is called systematic and the other is called unsystematic. Systematic risk is a type of risk which is due to factors which are uncontrollable. And this systematic risk, it is affecting all companies in the economy. It is affecting all the companies. Like interest rate, taxation, you can say security threats. So these are systematic risks. Unsystematic risk, this is controllable. And it is affecting a specific industry or it is affecting a single company. It is avoidable. You can control it, like strikes of the employees, pricing policy, research and development, marketing strategy. So it is in the control of the company. Company can control, company can avoid such type of risks. So this is systematic and unsystematic risk. The last topic of this chapter and the last topic of our course, it is diversification. What is diversification? The concept of diversification makes such common sense that in our language even contain everyday expressions. Like there is an expression, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It means don't put all your eggs in one basket. It means in finance that don't invest your money in one place. Suppose you have $2 million. Now you want to invest these $2 million in stock market. There are hundreds of companies in stock market, and you're going to select only one company, that I will invest my $2 million in this one company. So this means that you're putting all your eggs in this one basket. So if this company fails, if this company is in losses in the future, you will lose your whole money. But if this company invests their money in 1, 2, 3, 4 companies combinedly, 50,000 in this, 5 lakh here, 5 lakh here, 5 lakh here, and 5 lakh here. If there is loss in this company, these 3 companies are in profits. So you will not lose all your money. If this company is in losses, these three companies are in profits. So this will secure you. Take another example. You have 24 eggs. 24 eggs. You are putting these eggs in one basket. And you are going on the way. There are 24 eggs. Something happened and this basket fell down from your hand. So what will happen? All the eggs will be broken. But if you are putting 1 dozen here and 1 dozen in the other hand, what will happen? If one basket falls, the other basket is safe. So this is the concept of diversification, that don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your risk. Spread your risk. So if you have money, $10,000, so don't invest this money in one business or one company. Spread your risk by investing 3,000 in one company, 3,000 in other company, 3,000 in other company, or 4,000 in other company. So if one company is in losses, the other two companies will be in profit. So your whole money, it will not be spoiled. It will not be destroyed. In stock exchange, mostly what are people doing who don't know about the concepts of investment? What are they doing? They are going to purchase shares of one company. So if this one company is in losses, they are losing their whole money. But if they invest their money in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies, what will happen? If this company and this company, these are in losses, these companies are in profits, so they will compensate these losses. The companies which are in profit, they will compensate this loss. So this is called diversification. The idea is to spread your risk across a number of assets or investments. He's telling you that spread your risk by investing in a number of assets or investments, or invest your money in different places, in different investment options. So this is diversification. This was our last topic. Inshallah, in the next class, when you people will come to the class, then if you have some problems in the previous lectures, so we will talk about all these, inshallah. Have a good time and assalamu alaikum.